Duke is here and plays his game. Looking to rock and take his fame. Loves to drive that General Lee every Sunday with OMD. Step up, he's ready for a fight, even when he has an open mic night. Boyness is here, so don't you sweat, cause Bubba Duke and OMB are here to own this set. So sit back and enjoy tonight's best, cause it's time to roar at Boar's Nest. Bubba Duke is here and plays his game, looking to rock and take his fame. Loves to drive that General Lee every Sunday with OMD. Step up, he's ready for a fight, even when he has an open mic night.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I believe OMD is in the loop, but this is the voice of Chris Best, and I am helping him out with the Boar's Nest, and he is going to be playing the Division 2. For once, I can actually say this. He is the man on the console. He is OMD. OMD, how are you doing?
I was stuck in the loop, so yes, I'm still getting it interrupting periodically here. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is the Boar's Nest. I am OM Dynamic alongside Chris Best, and thank you for joining me. Bubba Duke is on assignment tonight with the shoot job. I'm just waiting for this loop to finish intermittently playing. I suffered a ton of lag during the intro.
Nice. Just so you know, the intro did play fine, so. But yeah, you are looking at Ubisoft's The Division 2. Why don't you tell me a little bit about this game, OMD, because I can't quite remember what it is.
There was some sort of virus has wiped everything out. And so now basically a group of freelance mercenaries known as the Division are trying to rescue the world, as we've got different gangs and terrorist groups coming through and trying to take everything over. You can see I am leaving the main base of operations here, where we are set up at the White House of all places. Now, I've been playing this game for a couple of weeks now. I'm not going right back and creating a new character. I'm just going to pick it up because I'm still not too far in.
Okay, so the version of the Division, I just checked in my collection. I have the Division 1.
Okay.
But the Division 2 is available on the PlayStation Plus with the extra, because it is an Ubisoft game, and with the PS Plus extra, you get full access to a ton of Ubisoft games.
Right. So I'm actually heading now to a main mission, and as you can see, it actually, one of the things that we truly appreciate about this game is, instead of having to look on the ground, you get your trail above you for the path to follow.
Oh, I see what you mean.
And yes,
I kind of like my trails to be on the ground, though.
I do too, but this is because it's something new. I'm actually really enjoying it because it allows me to keep my focus up. Now I am heading to a main mission here.
And taking out the bad guys.
Yes. So, and there is an opportunity. You will see different things pop up that I am able to, of course, loot.
Yeah, I was going to ask, is this one of those games where if you come across an area and you take out a bunch of bad guys, is it optimal to start looting around that area?
Absolutely.
So like
Even
this
if you're
garage, for
coming
instance,
across
right?
buildings, yep, absolutely. You will see different gear, weapons that enemies will drop as well. I'll even answer the usual question that I ask. And yes, there is fast travel options available in this game.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful headshot. The one thing I can't remember if it was in this game or if it was in the first one, but I do remember it more than likely is in the first one. But I do remember a mission where you come across Air Force One having being crashed.
That I believe is the first one. I don't remember seeing or hearing anything about that in this game, but I'm also not overly far into this game. I am only a level 8.
Yeah. I will just put away that score that came across my phone because that sucked. But I'm just doing a quick research on this game myself because I'm very curious about if whether or not it is cross-platform. Dang, it is not crossplay.
Oh, bummer. This is not necessarily my typical style game, but ever since I started getting into this with Far Cry and then Ghost Recon,
It kind of opened up a whole new world for you, eh?
it did.
Because I got to say, I was the same way with Far Cry. Far Cry was probably the first person shooter I've played and beaten all the way through. Far Cry 3 more specifically. And I just remember coming away from that, I'm like, going into it, I was not a fan of first person shooters. I was actually getting tired of first person shooters being constantly released.
Right.
And then I'm like, well, I might as well pick one and give it a try and see if I like it. Now I'm kind of hooked on some first person shooter games.
Right. And I mean, like, this one does come off. This one is actually a third person.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, as you've seen, when we switch to shooting mode, it does go first. And
Yeah, I was gonna say when you pull up your aim, it does move you into a first person position, and that's a lot like how it is with the Ghost Recon games.
yes. And I mean, I got to give Tom Clancy credit, and I'm a huge fan of Tom Clancy games. I didn't think I was going to like this one at first, but I wanted to give it a shot because of the fun I had been having. And especially with
Shot him in the nuts, did you?
I did. This is not something I'm used to, is enemies respawning. So yes, even getting to the main missions like you see in games like Far Cry and Ghost Recon, you are going to, of course, come across bad guys, come across the enemies.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes that part of the challenge and the fun. Now, there are certain things that I really want to upgrade as far as my weaponry goes. I want to obviously get silencers. And I do love the fully destructible environments.
Is this one of those cases where you, if the environment is destructible, you can use it to your advantage?
Absolutely.
Or it could also become your detriment as well?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because from what I remember with playing The Division, you kind of had to strategize before going into a base, and that was the same thing in the Ghost Recon games as well.
Yes, absolutely. There are different settlements that you will achieve. You will there's different control points as well that you can take that will, of course, offer you more opportunity. And just like all of those other games as well, there is I set something off here.
I was gonna say you got a pile of guys shooting at you, dude. I can see that there's a day-night cycle too that
Yes, there is a day
rolls
night
through the game.
and a weather cycle.
And that leads me to believe then that in this case, if you get into a vehicle and start driving around, and let's say it's raining out, the weather could greatly affect how you control that vehicle. Because I do again remember that happening quite a bit in Ghost Recon Wildlands, more specifically.
Yes.
Because there's been a time or two where I'd be driving a dirt bike on a wet road, and yeah, I'd overcorrect on that turn.
Yes. So I haven't had the opportunity to drive a vehicle yet in this game. So I don't know if that's available yet. We do tend to travel a lot on foot because you do want to stay in cover.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, on the PlayStation store, if I wanted to purchase this game today, it's going to cost you about $40.
Okay. There are two different expansions right now that are available as well for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I do have the funds available through Game Pass because I had picked up
A gift card of sorts, or?
I did, yes. Where my Game Pass, I get points for daily for logging into the Xbox app and as well different games that I play. So
Mm-hmm. I kind of wish that was the case with PlayStation. They did have something called the PlayStation Stars, but they just recently put an end to that.
right.
I kind of wish that we did have a point system that we could use. If you accumulate so many points, you can purchase a game. I kind of wish that that's what the trophy systems were for in the PlayStation, um, on PlayStation.
Right. Yeah, we don't get anything either for our achievements here on Xbox, but this way. Believe it or not, all of this is just doing the tutorial area in reverse.
Hmm.
Try and skip around those guys for the moment.
Yeah.
So as you just saw, you got that white beam that was some form of loot. I didn't actually get to see what it was.
Yeah.
Um, there are other green beams as well that you'll see that will give you the opportunity to pick and choose what you're looting from it.
Okay, so it's definitely not like, for instance, Ark, when a loop drop happens. The way you can tell if it's going to be a good loot drop is by the color. White in that game, white is the weakest, and purple or red are the best. But that's also pretty subjective, because if you can see a white drop and it has something in there that you need at that moment, that white drop might have the best thing for you.
Oh, I like that. Where is he trying to target?
I think that turret was trying to shoot you.
Yes, it was. And the enemies, there's purple, there's orange, and of course there's just your regular health enemies. The purple are the elite.
Mm-hmm.
And so they have, you have to break through their armor first, of course. And
Right. I take it, obviously, each color that you had mentioned, they present like a degree of difficulty, of course.
absolutely. The orange ones I have yet to see, but those are going to, of course, be your elite of the elite.
Yeah, those are, they sound to me like they're going to be like those guys that they're going to protect the main boss that you got to go take out, kind of thing, if there is
Yeah.
a boss.
Well, that was sort of like that heavily armored guy we just came across. He's sort of like the boss of this area.
Yeah.
So
On my side, I've loaded into 2K25. I'm going to do a little creating while talking to you about this game because I can do that.
nice.
I gotta say though, I like the lighting in this game.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, when you're trying to aim down the street and you got the sun shining in your thing, that could pose as a problem.
It absolutely could. And if you see off to my right, there's a little flag in red.
Yeah.
That is a control point. Right now, that is not what we're after. So this is a mission I have yet to do. So
you're gonna go right in on great, go right on in and do it.
we are.
One of the things I hate when I'm gaming is when I'm trying to do something and I end up hitting the wrong button.
Yep.
Totally can frustrate me at times.
Absolutely.
Especially when I get into these gunfights like you're in right now.
Yeah. Well, normally, like, because I've upgraded my skills and my perks, normally I would have a drone that would be going flying that is equipped. And then I applied a turret that I thought it was going to be a drone with a sniper turret on it, which unfortunately just wasn't the case.
He ran across there.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, there's a few of them. I thought it was only the one.
Yeah. And of course they're running away. If I would have had my normal partner for this game, this we probably would have torn it up by now.
I'm pretty sure if I was able to get in this game with you, I'd be able to rip through some people with you.
Oh, absolutely. Now, I wonder. So yes, this is one of the primary missions in the game, and I like being able to get ahead in this game so that I can get my buddy through it a little bit more too when we're playing together.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll get like a Watch Dogs type feel. Definitely Ghost Recon, Far Cry.
Oh yeah, you can definitely see the Ubisoft touch on this game. That's for sure. I was going to say until I noticed in the upper left, the one thing that is bothering me is a lack of a map. But that looks
Right.
more like a radar than a map, actually.
So this was something I mentioned to Bubba last week. There is a classic studio is on the verge of reopening.
I saw that Acclaim is making its comeback.
Yes.
Just as long as they don't do sports titles, I will be happy because Acclaim's sports games weren't exactly the best. Although, when they did have the contract with WWE, that was basically all we were stuck with for WWE games was the games that they put out.
Right.
And I'm not going to lie, I actually do remember enjoying WWF Attitude from them quite a bit.
Oh, even WrestleMania, the arcade game.
That was Midway.
Really?
Yeah. That was the only exclusion before they went back to Acclaim because they tried to go to Midway for that game. And I don't know if it was that they weren't happy with the way Midway did things, but that game was a lot of fun.
Right.
Then they went back to Acclaim for the In Your House game. And Acclaim tried to emulate what Midway had done, but that game kind of flopped. But I do remember playing a lot of WWF Raw and Royal Rumble
Yeah.
from Acclaim. Those were my two go-to games on the Super Nintendo. And over on the Genesis, they did Super WrestleMania. That was my go-to wrestling game there.
Right. Looks like I have to go down the escalator.
And then, of course, when they transitioned over to the PS1 with Warzone on Acclaim.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the last wrestling game they put out, Attitude, WWF Attitude.
Yep.
Before WWE was like, all right, we're going to move our contract over to THQ. And then the rest is history as far as WWF games go.
Right.
Acclaim, on the other hand, though, would continue to make wrestling games with two ECW titles after that.
Yes.
But I read that what Acclaim is planning to do is like they are coming back, but they're just going to make like a bunch of like smaller title games for now. You'd think that first shot to the head would have taken him down.
Right.
I take it though, when you die like that, if you're playing with somebody, the that clock takes a little bit longer to tick down before somebody finds you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there is the opportunity for them to come and revive you. And
Mm-hmm.
the good thing is like my partner, he's got a shield on his character, so he can actually heal me while taking fire.
Yeah. Now, usually what I do when I'm in a situation like this in a shooter game, and if I know that there's multiple enemies down there, I will throw a grenade down there to try and clear some of them away.
Oh, I've got the turret out there, so
Yeah. Yeah, I see the turret out there shooting things.
I mean, I'm still getting familiar with all of the skills and perks and stuff that I can get.
Yeah. Is there certain classes that your character can be, or is it just you create a soldier and then you just put whatever on them?
Basically, you create your soldier and you're good to go. You're right off the bat when you start the tutorial. You're equipped with a sniper rifle and an assault rifle.
Okay, so it's really up to your preference for what you want to do with your soldier.
Yeah, which I'm okay with. I actually really like that aspect.
Me too, actually.
Put your head back up there.
I think how that one guy just got right into your crossfire.
Right?
In my head right now, I was just trying to remember if Acclaim made those Disney games that were popular on the regular Nintendo, but no, that was Capcom actually.
Right?
And the games I'm talking about are, of course, DuckTales on the NES, which that game was so fun.
Yes, it was. And there are enemies that do get equipped with, you'll see different glowing, like weak points on them.
Yeah. Now, when you take down an enemy, are you able to go and loot their bodies afterwards? I can't remember if you had
No,
said that.
you'll get like those drops. Like you can see, I've got that green beam there off to my right.
Yeah.
That's what I get to loot. So I don't get to just loot everybody.
Oh, you got yourself an achievement.
I did. I'll have to check that out after. And any loot you pick up, you can equip right away if you so choose.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, I tend to wait unless it's, a dire measure.
Yeah.
This one does add a little more, I find a little more stealth than even Ghost Recon.
And to be fair, I love the stealth in the Ghost Recon games.
Yeah, you and me both.
I love being able to hide up on a mountain and then sending out a drone to pick out the enemies and sending my teammates to go and take them out.
Yeah.
That's the whole tactical side of the game, basically.
Yep.
It's kind of like in Final Fantasy Tactics is an example of that, where you can pick where you're going to place your guys, and sometimes the strategy works out, sometimes it doesn't.
I'm just glad I don't have to start and try and redo all of that from the White House again.
Okay.
So I don't know if that turret is actually just a spotter for me or if it's actually...
Well, I thought that was something you actually placed on the ground. Or did you?
Yeah, I tossed it out there.
It looks like that guy's trying to shoot your thing, though.
Got him. That's the thing. I do love my my sniping when I play these games.
Mm-hmm. I'm not much of a sniper in these style games. I will, like I just said in Ghost Recon. Excuse me. In Ghost Recon, I'll go and send my guys after the enemies. If there's like 20 or 30 enemies in one base,
Yeah.
and then I will go in guns a blazing and clear out the rest
Right.
after I've taken out like maybe half of them.
No, this is sort of the one class of character. I always try and build a better sniper, but I also do a sniper with like the heavy assault.
Oh yeah.
So like I said, I do love the challenge behind these games as well. The tactical, the stealth, all of it.
Yeah. There's a part of me that's like looking at this and I'm like, I actually like that you can do this stuff on your own and not be forced into joining some random online
Right.
online clan.
Yeah. No, I far prefer that idea.
Yeah.
I mean, you know me, I'm not a huge online.
Yeah. Well,
There is.
yeah.
Go ahead.
I know that there is an online component to this game, but for me, it's like when the way I like to do online gaming is I like to go in, play a match, and never see those players again, kind of thing.
Right. There is a way in this game, like if you're going down, you can actually call for help and bring other players online to you.
Mm-hmm.
But just like in Ghost Recon, where you can call and get, rebel support and all that kind of stuff, you can do that and then just continue back on your own path.
Yeah, and that's one thing I could see myself doing.
That actually happened to me. I was doing another control point, I think, and I thought I was on my way to a different task. I ran into this control point.
Yeah.
And I just started getting wiped because I think they were level 8 and I was level 5. See, I just found a key. I'm lighting up the jungles of Nam.
I was gonna say, yeah, you are. You got a bunch of stuff going on there. I see a really bright orange light off in the distance. Just
Yeah,
you're
it
getting
wouldn't let
shot
me
from
off the. Yeah,
you were getting
and it
shot
wouldn't
from
let
every
me
which
off
direction. Wouldn't let you off the turret there by the looks of it.
No, it wouldn't.
Oh, I see what you mean. You're going through. You're in a looks like a museum for the Vietnam War.
Yes, I am in the Museum of History in Washington.
Yeah. Which I believe is one of the Smithsonian museums, if I'm not mistaken. A museum I very much want to visit. Sorry, I'm redesigning an old character from the ground up because I do not want to get copyright stricken with this character I had, and just found some face paint that I'm like, yeah, that's total nightmare fuel. Let's put it on this guy. I have to assume too, as you level up in this game, that uh, as you level up, so does the degree of difficulty in the game.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Like I know typically I think I'm level 11, so I'm pretty sure I tried to see if I could get a
Yeah, because typically, like, if I were at a level 11 in this style of game, the chances are I'd be fighting at least up to a level 15 character.
yeah, easily.
Mm-hmm. Because it's the same thing in, well, actually, it's not really the same thing in Final Fantasy, in the Final Fantasy games. The degree of difficulty is not usually measured by your character's level, but by the area that you are in that world.
Right.
So, like before approaching a certain area, you have to, in Final Fantasy, you've got to make sure that you've got yourself, like if you're going to approach a level that or an area that has like monsters at level 30, the minimum would be to put yourself at like level 25.
Right, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this one here says level 9.
Yeah, so you shouldn't have too much of an issue trying to get through these guys.
No. But as you can see too, when you go to the tack map here, and I'll do that before we go in there.
Mm-hmm.
You can come over here, right? And you're going to see something like over here, you're looking at a level 30, so I'm nowhere near that.
Yeah.
Right? Even down here, level 11, but I still have to unlock this stuff. So hopefully I can actually get through this time. Well, we also are almost at that 1 hour mark. And so before we actually go any further, Mr. Best, why don't we play a few ads here before I get too distracted.
Yeah, I've got it here. Let me take care of that. We'll start off with our first commercial that tells us that we want you. So take a look.
A Turnbuckle affiliation program is looking for more people. If you have passion level for pro wrestling, sports, video games, or something else, then Turnbuckle Studios is the place to be. If you have ever wanted to pursue content creation and want to join our team, then we would love to have you. Check out turnbucklestudios.org or contact us by email today because your future is now, and we want you to tap in.
Turnbuckle Studios and the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program bring you the week of streams. Monday nights you get the Locker Room Breakdown at 7 p.m. Eastern, followed by the Raw Patrol at 8 p.m. Eastern. Tuesday brings you the flagship show, Turnbuckle Talk, at 8:05 p.m. Eastern. Wednesday we play games with the PlayStation Showcase at 8 p.m. Eastern. Thursday we go TNA when we brace for Impact at 7:55 p.m. Eastern. Friday we secure all details as we answer the call for the SmackDown security detail at 8 p.m. Eastern. The weekend brings you Saturday Night Gaming at 8 p.m. Eastern. On Sundays be sure to catch the Chris Parrish podcast at 12:15 p.m. Eastern, followed by the Boar's Nest at 8 p.m. Eastern. Be part of the shows and join the chat every day.
That's right, guys. And if you want all that information, all you got to do is just head on over to turnbucklestudios.org. There's a join button there, and it'll send you to an application process for whether or not you want to join our team or not. Go ahead and fill one of those out. There's also a shop button there that will take you directly over to carlcarafel.redbubble.com. And from there, you will be able to purchase all the merchandise that you need. That's carlcarafel.redbubble.com. And once again, turnbucklestudios.org, where once again you will be able to meet myself, OMD, Bubba Duke, Chris Parrish, and Carl Carafel about gathering all kinds of information when it comes to the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program. That's turnbucklestudios.org.
Yes, and as we are at that 1 hour mark, Mr. Best, why don't you tell the people where they can find you? And what do we have coming up next?
Well, I'm going to do some help here for Bubba here because I know that he's got himself a sponsor as well. And that's go to Professional Auto Service. That's professionalauto.ca. Or if you're within the area, call 705-949-8178 or 8177 and speak to the owner, Corey Mount. He will be there to help you with all of your auto service needs. And I know that... OMD, I know mental health is a big thing around the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program. And for those of you out there, if you're looking for any kind of mental health in Canada and in the US, dial 988 or check out 988lifeline.org. But if you're outside of the area, there is a website that you can go to, and it's findahelpline.org. OMD, you wanted me to find my socials here. You can look for me. You can look for me at my link tree, lanktr.ee/Chris_best83. Tomorrow night, you will find me on the Raw Patrol at 7 p.m. Eastern alongside this man, the man above me, one OMD. OMD, where can the people find you, though?
Well, as you mentioned, on my link tree, linktr.ee/OMD show. And as Mr. Best just alluded to, you can find me at 6 p.m. Eastern first with the Locker Room Breakdown, where we review last week's Monday Night Raw, preview tomorrow's Monday Night Raw as we come off of WrestlePalooza. And as well as we touched on turnbucklestudios.org, scan that QR code below us, and that will send you right to the website. But ladies and gentlemen, please, ladies and gentlemen, as we head out, always remember, the world is better with you in it. From all of us here at the Boar's Nest, the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program, and Turnbuckle Studios, to those of you out there wherever you are, good night, good luck, we out.
Bubba Duke is here and plays his game. Looking to rock and take his fame. Loves to drive that General Lee every Sunday with OMD. Step up, he's ready for a fight, even when he has an open mic night. Boyness is here, so don't you sweat, cause Bubba Duke and OMB are here to own this set. So sit back and enjoy tonight's best, cause it's time to roar at Boar's Nest. Bubba Duke is here and plays his game, looking to rock and take his fame. Loves to drive that General Lee every Sunday with OMD. Step up, he's ready for a fight, even when he has an open mic night.